Good evening, YouTube. This is MTP Flyers, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Mophie Juice Pack Air. And if you don't know, this is a rechargeable battery case for the iPhone 3G and 3GS. This is a 1200 milliamp battery, which is basically the same battery as the iPhone. And you know what? I'll be completely honest with you guys. I believe it also is a 1200 on these on the new phones. It should be. And basically what these will do is, if you run down to 10% and charge, it should give you one full charge. I have experienced more, I have experienced less, just depending on, I guess, what the battery feels like. I don't know. So if you let it run down to 50% and charge it, you're obviously going to get a lot more out of the case. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this. This one I have actually in my vehicle right now, but I am using that for my backup because we did all the giveaways on the other ones. The purple one is the one I have in here right now. It is still fully charged. Charged it up a couple nights ago. And this is a very nice case. It covers the phone like a typical case would. You have some of the older Mophie Airs out there that did not cover the top, so they did alleviate that by putting a case slider type piece on here. And people have had problems getting this off of here. Numerous people have actually cracked their case pulling this up. Now, I don't know if you're pulling it like this, if you're trying to pull it up like that and you snap the top off. I'm not really sure, but what I do is I like to dig my fingers into that if I can. Sometimes I bite my nails off all the way or clip them off. It's a little more difficult to do that. So with the phone in there, it's even worse. So you just got to gingerly take your time and take that off of there. That's strike number one against this. Yes, it continues. So obviously you just take your phone and you slide it in there. What bothers me a little bit more is not all the chrome is covered. You guys know how I am. It's not bad off the bat. It gives it a nice look. But there is virtually no lay on the table. It's right up there against that. And you're covered at the bottom, of course. And you do have little openings here at the bottom for your sound, for your microphone and your speaker, so you can hear your phone ring, or you want to record something on your camcorder, you're able to do that. The one good thing about this, you can turn the battery on and off, so you're not technically charging it as soon as it's charged. So you can go ahead and turn it on, and if you decide that you only want to go 75% and save your battery, you can turn it off. So that's actually very nice. The controls are easy to get to. Your rocker panel, volume are in there a little bit. They're dug in there. They're safe, but you can reach them fairly easily. Same thing with your on-off switch, or I should say your vibrate switch. It is a little tough getting that from the on vibrate to off vibrate position because, again, this is very thick back here, and it does make it a little trying to get that up off of there. Tops are opened up, as you guys know, and of course the bottom is where your charger goes and your everything else is covered up, your pin port and everything. So that's actually nice. But that's it, guys. It's a battery charger. You know, I mean, it's a lot thinner than the other one. It's a little thinner than the in-case power slider, which I had given away. And other than that, it's a case that has a battery on it. I'm not extremely impressed with it. When I used this up in New York, I felt like I actually lost my signal. And I usually get a pretty decent signal down here. You notice I have one bar. And I did notice when I was in New York City that I did have some problems getting my email, getting my text messages, and I was twittering. When I was in a restaurant, it wasn't giving me anything. As soon as I took the case off, everything started coming through. So what I did, I actually found an article in iPhone Life that actually discusses your signal strength. You can actually go into a test mode, and there is a number that replaces your bars that actually tells you what your signal is currently running. Now, for some goofy reason, I saw no difference with this case on or with it off in the signal. So I don't know exactly what's happening. Maybe you guys are having the same problem. I don't know. Maybe it's a sporadic issue, but you dial *3001 pound 12345, and then you're going to do pound star and call. And what it'll basically do is put you in the field test. Now you notice that field test down at that top number there we have is -107. You can barely see the negative there, but it is there, -107. According to the article when I was reading, that your typical strength, for example, let's say you show a -75 and you have a -99 other time. The higher the number, and what I mean by that is closer to positive, is actually a better strength signal. So if you've got -99 one time and then you've got -75, the -75 is actually a better signal. Now you see here that I have -107. Now of course I'm down in my basement and the signal may not be as strong. However, upstairs in my living room, I actually was up in 112, -115. So I'm downstairs and I have a better signal on that. Now I have this case on. I take the case off and everything typically stays the same. Let's see if it proves me wrong. Let's see if it goes down a little bit here and actually makes it a better number. So we're sitting at -107 right now. And I don't know how long that typically takes to update on there like that, but you know, I don't foresee it changing all that much. I didn't see it change that much when the case was on. I just know that I didn't have a great signal with it. I wasn't getting my messages and whatnot. Now it did drop to a -103, so it did go up. I have to keep saying that because we're in the negative realm. It's going up, so there it is back to 107. So I don't know what to tell you guys. If anybody else is having the problem with these Mophie packs, let me know. Put it in the comment box below, and we will give it a try. Maybe we can let Mophie know. I don't even know if they think that there's a problem, but honestly, I think that there is an issue. As far as the battery pack goes, it's great. I get to use it. It charges my phone. Thanks. Other than that, it's not great protection. I'd be afraid to drop this because of the battery that's in there. These sides are nice and strong, but your bezel's not completely covered. You know how I feel about that. I will not necessarily feel comfortable carrying this around. I would more or less use this for the day, and then only put this on when it's down to 10%, and then try to run it up as soon as it's done charging. Boom, it's off, and I'm putting the other case back on. Just because I don't like the fact that it's flat on the top there, and it could scratch your surface. Now, yes, I have a screen shield on, but you know, who needs the aggravation of your bezel being scratched and all that? I know that it gets scratched eventually, but I want to keep it as nice as possible, and I don't feel that this does that. The in-case power slider did, but it got warm. This does get a little bit warm when it is charging. Anything to write home about? I don't know. So, let's go ahead and I give it like 1 thumbs up out of 2. I don't know. Like, you know what? I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. How about that? And that's because I'm just not extremely happy with it. There's something goofy going on, and I don't know if it's just me. So, for a backup battery, it works. It does a good job. You can't complain. You get more coverage than you would on the old Mophie. It's smaller. It is better than the in-case power slider as far as problems go. But I'm really neutral, as you guys can see here. I'm not extremely happy with it, but I'm not disappointed in it either. So, what are you going to do? Guys, I have a lot more coming up. Stick with me. Thank you guys very much. It was a very successful mass giveaway on the Richard Solo stuff. I just sent all that stuff out tonight. Took that down to the post office, dropped it all off. I actually sold my iPhone on eBay the other night. I should say the other night. Today's Monday. I sold it last night on eBay. Shipped that out to the winner. And I don't know if it's anybody on YouTube or not, but give me a shout and let me know if it was. Alright, I'm rambling on long enough. You know, maybe I scared some people into this case, but really what I want to know is anybody else having the problems or noticing it? So I've talked to a couple people on there. So, I don't know. Guys, this is MTP Flyers, and I have a lot of stuff coming up, and I will talk to you later. Have a great night.
See ya!